Hi there, Maureen here for Detail Church with another song for my ukulele groups. This morning's song is called Shaker Tune. This one you're going to find to be considerably more challenging than our other songs. So if you're looking for a song to just pick up and play and go play it for someone, this is not it. This is one to work towards. It's definitely more of an advanced song because the chords change very quickly and there's a good number of chords in this. You might recognize this song better as Simple Gifts, Lord of the Dance, or I Danced in the Morning. So the first thing you need to do is head on over to the church's website to find the chord sheet. So when you head to detailchurch.org, you can click on Connect up here at the top and scroll down to Music Ministry. From here, you will choose Ukulele Lessons. From here, you can find all of our old lessons and some of our songs. But what you can do from here is choose your ensemble, and you will be able to find the chord sheet for this particular song. So now that you have your chord sheet, we can get started. You'll see on the bottom of the second page, there are pictures of each of your chords. Some of these we know. We know our C chord. We know our G chord. Some of us know our F chord. A couple groups also know our A minor chord, but I'm very confident that no one knows their D minor chord or this G7. If you took part in a different video, I taught you a different G7 chord. That was the G major 7. This one is just a G7. It looks a little bit different and sounds a little bit different. So I guarantee that one's a new one for all of us. If you were in Kingdom ukuleles, we learned an E minor 7 chord. In this song, we're going to use the full E minor chord, so it does look different than what we learned in class together. So let's get started. We're going to start with our C chord. You can do this with either your middle finger, or you can do it with your ring finger, whichever one makes you happy. I'm going to specify later that you should really use your fourth finger, your ring finger, but for right now, it does not matter which one you use. So to start, we need our C chord, and we are then reaching to our A minor chord. So we're going from C all the way over to A minor. So we are going simply from over here on our A string to over here on our G string. Each of these chords is 2 counts, so it's quick. So use whichever finger you need to easily be able to reach across. For me, because of my crazy piano hands, 4 is not a problem. 3 is a little bit awkward. I don't like the feeling of it, so I've been using my 4 as I've been doing this particular video practice. So we've got C, over to our A. All right, here comes your E minor chord. This is a big old diagonal line. So you want to put your pointer finger right here, your middle finger, followed by your ring finger. So we've got pointer in the second, middle in the third, ring finger in the fourth. It's hard to get to, I understand. I already know which ones of you are yelling at me at home, and that's okay. But once you get it, it has a very nice tone to it. It's just tricky getting to it, and I understand. After here, you need to head back to your A minor. Now, when we did it before, I was using my pointer finger. I strongly recommend when you reach back, you use your middle finger, because the chords we're going to use afterwards, if your middle finger is where it needs to be, your life is pretty awesome. So we are headed to a D minor chord. So we went to our A minor. We are now headed to D minor. Your D minor is your middle finger, right behind it is your ring finger, and here on your E string is your pointer finger. That's your D minor chord. So you came from A minor, which is 1 finger, to D minor, which is 3 fingers. And you're going to play the D minor chord for 6 counts. So it's a really great time to just be like, oh, yay, we're in the right place. 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to our new G7 chord. And don't worry, this you're already mostly there for. Your pointer finger is already in the right place. We simply need to move our ring finger and our middle finger to where they would normally be for your G chord. So we pick them up, middle finger comes over one string, your ring finger comes all the way to the bottom. It's a fun little chord. It's that sound everybody wants. So you got your D to your G. It's a good one. I like that G7. I like the tone of it. From there, you're going to go back and start the cycle over. So you're going to reach down for that C, to the A, to the E, back to A minor with your middle finger. Then we've got our D minor to our new G7. And if you remember, we're now on our F chord. So we already are most of the way there. Your ring finger is just going to pop up. Your pointer finger stays put. He's already where he needs to be. Just move your middle finger over one string. That's your F chord. Then you can play C with your ring finger. For this song, I highly recommend getting used to doing your F chord and then being able to just pick up. If you practice just being able to move between the C and the F, you'll see that we're going to have it again at the end of the course. It'll make your life super simple if you're able to do it without having to look at it too much, but you're able to look at it. So let's get the chord out of the way. And let's go through that verse all together. So you're going to find C, and we're going to start there, and it's 2 counts. Here we go. Good luck. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, A, 2, E, back to A with your middle, D for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, 7, C, A, E, back to A with your middle, to the D, G7, F, C. Good. I hope that went well for you. All right, my friends, we're now looking at the chorus. Now you'll see it's very similar. We have C to our E minor. So we're just skipping that A chord that we had back in the verse, and we're just going from C directly to E minor. Now the trick for this is being able to be prepared. So you're going to need this to start your E minor, but you need this for your C. So you can do what string players do. You can rest your pointer finger and your middle finger on the same string. It makes no difference. It sounds exactly the same. You're just ready for this ahead of time by just being able to pick up. String players do that, so it's a little bit easier to transition between notes without picking up and putting fingers down. It can be a little bit wonky, especially because they're balancing their instruments so carefully. So it is a helpful little trick. So we're going to do C, then our E. We're going to reach for our A. We're going to come back to C. So the sequence is a little bit different, but it's the chords that we already know. So you want to practice the new sequence versus the one that you had in the verse. After that, we've got our D minor. Then we're headed to normal G, the G that you've all hated at the beginning, that you probably love now. So you're going to need to make a really big transition. This is D minor. Everybody needs to turn. It's a big one. So we're here for D minor. It's almost a rotation of your hand as you get everyone into the right places. From there, you're back to the pattern. We're back to C. Then we've got, here's our F, then our G7, so we just hop on over. At the very end, we have a C for 1 to an F for 1, back to C. So this is a few minutes ago where I said you wanted to practice your C to your F. That's why, because you can easily, if you play C with your ring finger, you can have your middle and your pointer ready for F. Like you don't need to pick your fingers up. Woo! You don't have to go that high. If If you keep them near the strings, granted it can't touch it, it'll muffle it, but if you keep them near, then it's a super easy transition. But if you pick your fingers up too high, you'll find that it's a little bit harder. So if you spend maybe a couple minutes just practicing C to F for especially this song, your life will be so much easier. So let's go through the chorus together. You're going to start with your C chord, and you're going to get ready for your E minor. Here we go. This is C for 2 counts, going to our E minor for 4. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, E, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, back to C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, normal G, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the F, G7, here it comes, C, F, C. Well, I hope you enjoy working on the shaker tune. It's a very fun song to sing. I love doing it again, but it gets stuck in your head. It's also a very long song, so remember that chorus comes in between each one of your 5 verses. And this song is a story song, so each one of our verses is equally important as it tells the story of Jesus' life and death. Well, I hope you enjoy working on this one. If you get it up and ready and maybe you want to sing and play it, I would love to see what you're up to at home. So go ahead, take a video and send it to me in my email. It's mkonopka@dutaleumc.org. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Happy ukuleleing.